Hi everyone! Somebody was asking me about a shaker card today, so I figured I'd make a video to show her and anyone else that was interested in making a shaker card or to see the way I do it. So what I do is I start off with a card base. This is an A2 size card. And then when I do a shaker, I get these dies. And I usually pick the one, do they have the measurements on them? Yeah, the biggest is 4.5, 4 1/4 by 5.5. I think I take the one, two down from that. So what I do is the die itself is right along this edge. And then I take not the die after that, but the next die coming in, I put down on the paper. So it comes like this. So one die is going to cut this part and the other die is going to cut this part. I put it right into the die cut machine. So you'll have, this die on the paper here and then the other one. You run it through and you get these two pieces and they come out just like this. So what I did was I just cut out this little owl with some Copic markers. This part came good, but this did not. I didn't have a marker in between these two colors, so it kind of not the greatest, but that's okay. Who cares? This is just for demonstration. So what I'm going to do is glue this part down in the middle. I'm going to use my Fabri-Tac. You can use your tape runner, whatever you wish. I don't like tape runner because I've said before that it's fine, it's convenient, everything's great about it. But then 2 or 3 years later, depending on where you store your cards, sometimes like it'll come right off, the base will come right off. So what I do is I center this as best as I can in the middle. And then what I'm going to do now, I'm going to put this right over it to make my shaker. So I'm going to need acetate, which I already have. So for this part, I need a piece of acetate. And I have this acetate. It's, but this is 0.003. Too thin. We have transcripts at work, and when the files close out, I can throw all the transcripts away, and they have a nice thick piece of acetate on them, and I usually take those once the case is done with, because we don't need them anymore. Instead of throwing it out, I'll use it, but I don't have that on hand right now, so this is the acetate I'm using. Seeing it's very pliable, I don't like that, but I didn't know I'd be doing this video today, so I wasn't prepared. But what I do is I just put a little bit of glue on the on this piece of the cardstock. All right, and I'll take the acetate, and I'll cut it into the shape. Usually I'll take the die and cut it so I have the exact measurement, but this time I just put it to here and cut it. And then you're going to just put it down on here, flatten it out. And now I'm just going to cut the excess. So I have some excess right here. I'm going to cut that off. I have some excess right here that I'm going to cut off. And there you have your acetate piece. So now what you're going to do is put it together. So what I'm going to do now is, I love making shakers with the Stampin' Up! Foam adhesive strips. You don't have to cut anything with this. I'll show you how great it is. I don't know if they make them anymore. I hope so, because I haven't had to buy them in a while because I bought like 4 packs. And you get like 2 on this side and 2 on this side, so they last a while. Yolanda, if you're watching, do you still carry these? I hope so. You don't get better than that. Okay, so now I'm going to take the part where I glued, right? And I'm going to put this all around it. So we're going to put it like this. All right, and the beauty of this is you don't even have to cut it. Look, you just twist it. And I love that because sometimes when you cut, and if there's like a little piece here, just a little piece, some of the sequins can fall out, and it's a big thing. So this makes sure that it keeps the sequins right where they should be. See? Keeps them right where they should be. See, and you can't see it out here. If you make a little mistake, you can just pick it up and do it again. And I'll do this other side. All right. So then you're gonna, what I'm gonna do here is, because I have to start a new piece, I'm just gonna start it right here, and I'm gonna go a little bit above right here, so it most likely won't creep, have a spot for the stuff to escape, the sequins to escape. And we're gonna do it again. We're gonna twist it like this, and I'm gonna probably go a little bit further right here, so I don't have to worry about sequins escaping. So just about like this, kind of stick them kind of together like that. All right, let me see what this looks like. All right, it's still good. Can't really see. That's good. Okay, so now before I put my sequins in, this is what I'm going to do. I have both the powder bag, the little embossing powder bag, and I have the this one. It's got powder and it's a brush. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it all over this, because I don't want the sequins to get staticky. They're going to get staticky. They're going to stick over everything. You don't want that. And then I'm gonna go all over this too. I'm gonna go all in the side here so they can't stick to the side. And the tape on the top is still on, so you don't have to worry about that. So go in here, get all the corners like this. Go in here like this. That's the worst. I love like sequins and little stars and stuff, but I hate when they stick. Okay, so you just kind of go all like that. I'm very generous with it. I just keep going and going. All right, and then I'm going to take this part again and just go over it one more time. So I picked this sequence because it kind of matches, so I'm going to put some of this stuff in there. All right, so I'll just put some right in the middle here. I like a lot. Okay. And I'll kind of just spread it out a little bit, but make sure it's all in the middle so that it doesn't interfere when you put your cardstock down. All right, because we're going to put this right on top like this. All right, so here I go. I'm going to peel all this off now. Okay, I'm going to peel this off, go around. All right, now I got to stand up to do this because it helps me. You know what I'm going to do? I don't trust myself. I'm going to just do this one more time quick. All right, let me stand up to do this. I could have went a little bit more to the right. Let me try to. Is it going to let me move it? I want to get it a little bit more to the other side. Oh, jeez. Always on camera, right? Always. Never fails. Never fails. You can do things 50 times. You start recording and all of a sudden you can't do anything. Right, girls? Alright, let me try to get this a little bit more on the right. I wasn't happy with that placement. So now that I've made a mess, I gotta move you out of the way 1 second. I apologize. Let me just see something here. That's better. The camera was kind of in the way of my head. Sight. And then I just press it all down like this. Alright. You could even put added glue on there if you wanted to along the edge. I didn't, but you could even do that. And then I kind of just let this dry. Alright. So basically, that's how you make your shaker card. And I put a lot in there. So, that's how you make your shaker. So, thanks for watching. Happy crafting. And I'll catch you next time. Bye.